Talking about small setups. I'm not talking about self-owned businesses. I'm not talking about single person or one person or two people businesses or entrepreneurship and stuff and all that. I am simply stating my thoughts and sharing my thoughts on cultures which any country has, any organization has, any leadership has, any big brand would have, the top multinational companies would have, or organizations which are running with brand ethics or some value systems will have and stuff. Okay, so with my varied years of experience and stuff, I've met so many people, and many times people tell me that we are simply working because of various reasons. The first one that I normally hear is that we're doing it because we have responsibilities in the family. We are married. We've got children, which is the story of mostly everybody. I think 70%, 80% of the world functions like that, lives like that. You know, people grow up, children grow up, they go to college, they educate themselves, or whatever the journey is. But mostly people get married, have children, and they go through this and stuff. So it's not about responsibilities, or it's not about, you know, bringing up the family or a sense of duty and stuff like that. But I think actually, when you're working for an organization, when you work in the professional world, or you work in the corporate world, or you work in the biggest of the brands and stuff, what really drives a person is the culture of the organization, and what the person has really educated themselves for, or I mean, their previous experiences in their careers and stuff like that. So people plan their careers, certain people are unplanning their careers and stuff. But what's most important is to understand what is the purpose. You get endless awards, you get endless certificates, you get endless recognition and stuff. And some in your mind space, some people think that this is what it is all about. It's all about um, you know it's all about it's all about compensation, or it's about getting awarded. But there are so many people who work in organizations, you see, and they don't even reach the top level many a times and stuff, but they consistently are doing their work. So there must be something which is driving them, right? I mean, there are people who work with brands, there are people who work with organizations, there are people who work with setups for a number of years, and there are many of them who kind of love their work, enjoy their work and stuff. So what is it that drives them? So it's not the boss, it's not your passion, it's not your enthusiasm, it's not your career background, it's not all of that. It's actually something uh, beyond that. It's doing something which you love, and it's something which you kind of have a sense of purpose in. So why am I talking about purpose? So I'll give you an example. Okay, so let's say we take three people, and since I'm now design and architecture, and more of a product development, and uh, this kind of a creative role. So I have three people before me. So I'm getting my wall painted tomorrow, right? I'm generally am okay. So I'm inspired to share from this now, since I got sharing and stuff. So this is an example around a wall. So I call three people and I tell them, okay, um you have a task before you. I'm giving you the bricks. What are you going to do with this? So the worker number one says, well, I'm, laying the bricks. Number two will also say this, I'll lay the bricks and stuff. Number three will say, well, actually, ma'am, I think I'm going to lay the bricks and make a wall. So who from these three people do you think will actually go forward a long way? So is this actually about laying a wall? I mean, sorry, is it about laying bricks, or is it actually about the final product, which is the wall, right? So if you answered first two, I think you're not going to enjoy this video, because the answer is actually video three. And what drives you is actually when you're developing something, or when you're kind of working on something bigger, right? So that's an example. The wall is your purpose now. Every second a person comes in, 100 people come in, 200 people come in an organization. So it's a setup of 200 people, and 50 people say, yeah, we are just here to kind of, do some work, earn our business, and earn our monies and go back. Okay. And the remaining say, well, we are here with a purpose, we have a vision, we have a culture, we want the organization to grow, we want the brand to do good, and we're all educated enough, we're all, experienced enough in stuff, so we want the company to go forward, and we want our personal and we want our professional growth and stuff and all that, so we're going to drive the company forward, right? So that's the culture. So now when the purpose and the vision is clear, the organization does better. So this is why I am been saying, and I'm again reminding you, since it's a Tuesday only and you've got few more days to work and stuff, it's very important to have a sense of purpose and stuff. And again, the smallest or the minutest of the person to the most educated person in your organization is extremely important. The reason is, let me give you this example. So have you seen this latest movie, which is on this alien, and the alien looks like a rock, and you've got this astronaut thingy happening? I think it's Project Hail Mary or something like that. So I saw it a few days back. I saw it a few days back. Now, I mean, if there are certain astronauts who have to go up on the moon, and they're walking through their gates, and they're going towards the rocket, and there is lots and lots of garbage lying on the way, and it's dirty and stuff. Do you think the astronauts can cross that distance and go into the rocket and take their flight and go up and do some amazing work? No, they can't, right? So they've got a cleaner. Now, if you want to look at a cleaner only as a cleaner, you will be surprised to know that a cleaner is not a cleaner, but cleaner is the most important person on that mission, because if he doesn't he doesn't clean up the space and stuff, people don't go up, right? So in an organization or in your own personal setup, if you have people at junior level, they don't do the work and stuff, then the senior levels don't work, and most of the time the senior people think that they're the ones who are calling the shots and stuff like that, but actually they don't realize it, that it's the team that's doing the work as well and stuff. And I mean, most people started their journey at a small level, and then they rose up, right? So if they had a vision, if they had a purpose, then they're going to be kind of going forward and stuff. And if they love what they do, they're going to love it, and they're going to do it even more. So an example is that, I've been down with neck cervical, but I recovered mostly last month and stuff. Till the time I didn't have a relapse. But the point is, what did I do in that time? I mean, I could have complained, I could have cribbed, I could have felt bad for me, I could have just, put my feet up and said, I'm not doing anything. But I spent my time actually, I'm sharing an example here that, I actually spent my time on innovating and designing some new concepts and products and stuff. And some of them have just got completed today, and one of them happened day before yesterday. So while I was doing all of this, and I was working along with the team, the uh, concept had to be done in a certain fashion, the finish had to be done in a certain manner, and then it was inspired from a sculpture, and then flora and stuff and all that, so we had to get it right. So now everybody thinks that, all the showrooms, you've got the products lying there and stuff, it's so easy to negotiate, it's so easy to kind of fall fine and stuff like that, but there's so much of work behind it. So we had to literally spend almost 10-15 days only understanding about the dye, and about the final look, and about the color, and about the weight, and about the international market. And we had to look at this one picture of installation, because art and installation has been my interest. So though I've not been promoting it extensively and stuff, but I've been very active in certain circles where, I mean, people have tried to associate with me and collaborate with me for projects and stuff like that, but I've not gone forward with it because of whatever business reasons or whatever strategy reasons and stuff like that. But the point I'm making here is that when you're doing your work, you can either feel tired, or you can feel stressed out, you can feel panic, or you can feel joy, or you can feel amazing. And you get these butterflies in you. How's it going to be? Is it going to be good or not and stuff? And then when you have to go forward thinking in your head that it's going to do well, you have to market it, you have to drive the business and stuff and all that. So all that builds up to excitement, and all that brings up this joyful thing in you about happiness and stuff. So it's very important to not confuse enthusiasm with the, well, we're going to have a house full sale and stuff like that, because I could be very enthusiastic and I could feel very strong passion about my business and stuff. But the point is, till the time I don't do my homework and I don't have my strategy and I don't have my plan in place, I can't go forward. Okay. So when people tell you that it is passion driving something in a business, or when people tell you it's enthusiasm which is driving their business, please get a second opinion on this, because it does not always work like this. These are sometimes personal values which people think have driven them, so they will work for everybody. But actually, when it comes to design, when it comes to retail, when it comes to brand building, when it comes to corporate work and stuff like that, your education, what you know about the work, what you know about the product, what you know in marketing, what you know in branding, what substance, what values, competition, packaging, all that, all that comes into the play and stuff. So these personal attributes matter, but they're not the ones who are driving your work forward. It is the education. If I do not know the color finish, if I do not know what product material to use, I would be in a big mess, right? So in creativity, especially in design, in branding, because many of these designs are used also to represent brand culture through design expression and stuff like that. When you get into turnkey projects, or you go into country projects, or you go into infrastructure, or you go into, let's say, environment friendly buildings, or you go into innovative works and stuff. So it's team spirit which actually takes you forward and stuff. So each member is pushing you, and there is a weakness and a strength in a team. So it's very important to focus on covering each other up and performing together as a team, so that's how it works. So jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com, jashinkapanioffice@gmail.com. So I hope my thoughts help you. Try and get your purpose in place. Try and do something which you love. Mark my words, because I have worked like for 25 years. If I do not wake up to do something that excites me, or something which I don't enjoy, I would just be, complaining, finding reasons to not work and stuff like that. And trust me, that's the way a lot of people function. But then, it's the narrative, or it's the perspective, or it's the self conditioning that they do, that they've got, responsibilities on them, or they've got something or the other, some story playing, in their life and stuff, which happens um, at lower levels and stuff. But I'm talking about educated people, and people who've been to college, and people who've been to the likes of, good reputed organizations and stuff. They work with good brands. So these are the factors which matter, and culture matters the most. Culture really matters a lot. Your bosses may change, your colleagues may change and stuff, but if you have a good culture in your organization, you're going to last there very long. So, okay, so purpose really important, and of course, love what you do and do what you love. Okay, so I'm sure this is going to help you. Thank you for your likes, and I am actually flabbergasted is a word. I fell out of my chair when I saw the number of views and stuff. So each video that I've posted yesterday has got approximately about 300 views and stuff, and they don't show on Insta. They show in the reports that you have. So thank you so much for watching those. And the purpose is not to kind of misguide you. The purpose is only to kind of impart some I would say words of wisdom, but some education, some knowledge, some gyan, some intellect, some experience and stuff, that life is pretty easy around work and professional lives and stuff, if you follow the right mentors and you have the right perspective that life is a lot bigger than what you know, or what it becomes in your mind, because you only hang around with a few people and stuff, right? So break the molds, and always a good idea to do what you love and love what you do, and stay consistent about it, and find your purpose. Purpose can be anything. Okay, so love and luck, enjoy, bye bye.